Today's horoscope, Gemini March 14, 2022. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money, and compatibility with other signs. Today's Sun-Neptune alignment has a way of illuminating your loftier goals. It favors fantasy and creativity, but not necessarily attention to detail. If you crave some inspiration now, you might consider this a time for incorporating alternative or creative methods or elements into what you do. Spiritual longing or aspects of your goals or career that fail to satisfy could magnify, since this transit spotlights areas where we may be ignoring our needs for a sense of a higher purpose, spirituality, and imagination. If so, then it's time to make a new plan to address these needs and desires. The moon moves into your communications sector later today, and you crave more mental engagement. Your love horoscope. Being mindful of your genuine needs is essential to the foundation of your love life. And with the moon making its monthly debut in Cancer via your stability-seeking second house of comfort, finances, and value systems, there is a greater emphasis on your emotional stability. The challenge, however, could potentially stem from the moon's direct opposition to powerhouse Pluto via your intimate 8th house of mergers, shared resources, and soulmate connections, as you are likely to feel torn between committing to a significant other's desires versus staying true to your own. Don't agree to anything until you're 100% sure. Your career horoscope. Dream a little dream. There is an abundance of hope for where your career path could lead as the Sun conjuncts Neptune in Pisces. The watery conjunctions exude idealism, encouraging you to think about your professional journey with a sense of optimism. You may feel called to pursue a more intuitive path during this transit. Piscean energy may lead you to explore your creativity, holistic purpose, and compassion from a professional perspective. Be hopeful, but have a realistic take on your professionalism, especially since Neptune can cast a fog over your eyes. Your finance horoscope. Before leaving your income sector today, the moon will clash with Pluto in your financial sector, something that will benefit both sides of the financial fence. The moon has spent the last few days at a friendly aspect to forces on the job and career fronts, something that will easily turn any financial tension this might create into motivation on both sides of the financial fence. Social life today. Relations and friends are having a hard time with you and vice versa. Put an end to this mutual feeling of frustration, be honest with yourself, and consider compromising on some points. Talking to people to clear things up is also a big help. Regard today's negative atmosphere as an opportunity to resolve conflicts permanently. Your dating horoscope. Your new honey is in need of extra smooches right now. Use your fresh little self to supply a generous amount. Flirting tips. Whatever you try to achieve is criticized and unlikely to be accepted in a very favorable way, especially if you feel undue pressure to perform any kind of activity. It is far better to delay important activities or decisions until you feel positive about the outcome. Use your sense of humor to relieve any tension. Lucky numbers 6, 17, 23, 39, 42. Your well-being horoscope. Remember, it's not the situation that matters, it's how you handle it. Continue to breathe consciously, focusing on your breath when you exercise and when you go to sleep as a way of heightening awareness. What you eat is important, but how you put food into your mouth is more important today. First, make sure the food is appetizing to your body and mind. Next, arrange the food in a pleasing manner before beginning to eat. Center yourself. Eat slowly and enjoy. Your daily numeroscope. Putting your mind to the task will be easy for you on this day. This vibration brings an atmosphere of orderliness to even the most chaotic of environments. Being able to concentrate, organize, and do the work at hand will see you managing most any task that you have ahead of you. Make yourself a list of everything you want to accomplish, and let this vibration give you the extra boost to get things done. Daily Planetary Overview. The Sun and Neptune connect in Pisces this morning, causing confusing emotions and thoughts. Try to do a grounding activity to center yourself at that time. The dreaded Moon-Pluto opposition also takes place this morning, which means most of us could experience some major mood swings. And because we can all be easily manipulated during this transit, we are far more likely to want to, and succeed at, pushing each other's buttons. There could be a looming sense of hopelessness, and whatever we're feeling insecure about could be magnified, so don't be surprised if you're acting unusually jealous or sensitive too. The moon moves into sociable Leo this afternoon, so hopefully we can at least put on a great show if we're feeling less than grounded at that time. That's because it's likely that we'll be in a bad mood for the rest of the night. Talking before you think, assuming things, jumping to conclusions, they're all possible, and not in a good way. You're likely to not only have a short fuse, but also be very aggressive about it. This is not a great time for business deals, and relationships could suffer during this period. Sky for today. In the early morning, the Sun and Neptune align in Pisces. This once-a-year transit dissolves the ego, helping us to connect with our mystical nature. This influence can be healing if our hearts have hardened to others, or if we have sacrificed our softness in the belief that we must always be strong and resilient. However, this aspect also distorts boundaries that may be legitimately erected to keep those at bay who would exploit our generosity and kindness. We can fall victim to guru types who claim to have the answers now, particularly those whose spiritual guise makes them appear harmless. This signature factors into the upcoming Virgo full moon, so seek to be compassionate as well as discerning in your relationships. Chase your dreams, embrace your inner magic, and exercise your creativity. After sunup, Cancer moon opposes Pluto in Capricorn, stimulating intense emotions. We can be compelled to act manipulatively, a subconscious response to feeling powerless. Our judgment is not fundamentally sound now, so we should avoid placing ourselves in dangerous situations or entertaining toxic relationships just to prove we can handle them. The moon then enters a void period lasting until the early afternoon. Delay confrontations and even settling disagreements until after the moon ingresses into a new sign.